In this video, we're going to look at an absolute value inequality in two variables, which is very similar to the linear one that we did. First, we have to get y by itself, which means I'm going to add 4 to both sides of the equation. So I have to be very careful when I do this, because I have to realize that this here is one block, that is one number. Nothing can go inside that absolute value. So that plus 4 is just being tagged on. So this is going to be y is greater than or equal to 2 times the absolute value of the quantity x minus 1. And I have that plus 4 and the n. So you might recognize this. That looks like something that's in vertex form. And vertex form would be y is equal to a x minus h plus k, which means that we have a vertex at 1, 4. So we have a vertex at 1, 4, right here, opposite, same. And because absolute value is a piecewise of two linear functions, we can look at this a like slope. So our a value is 2, and that we're going to kind of treat that like slope for our absolute value. It's the only time we can do that. So let's go ahead and graph this. So I'm going to graph my vertex at 1, 4. And now my slope, I'm always going to do my right side. I'm going to go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. So now I'm going to repeat it opposite to reflect this way. So I'm going to go up to left 1, up to left 1, up to left 1. So we can see that this is actually a little steeper. I'm going to put a solid line because I have the equal mark there. Once again, if that equal mark were not there, it would be a dashed line. And then I have to figure out where am I going to shade. So let's look for where it's going to be shaded by going here. So here I'm saying y is greater. So again, I'm going to go to my y-intercept. Where is y greater? Y is greater as I go up. So that means it's going to be on the inside. Every single value that's being shaded here will be my solution up forever. So the only way I can show my solution for my inequality of two variables is through a graph. That's one reason why it has to be very accurate. So let's go ahead and let's do this in our calculator. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put, we have to put it in where our y. So we're going to say 2 absolute values. So I go to math, number, absolute value. I'm going to put in x minus 1. Make sure I get outside the absolute value or you won't be graphing what you need to be graphing. I'm going to go ahead and look to see what that graph looks like. There it is. That looks pretty good. So let's check my points to make sure I did them correctly. So let's go to second table. So I have 0, 6, which is right there. I have 1, 4, which is right there. I have 2, 6, which is right there. I have 3, 8. I have 4, 10. And let's see here. I have negative 1, 8 and negative 2, 10. Okay? So I graphed that correctly as far as the shape of the function goes. So now let's check for the shading. So I'm going to go over to the far left. I want to put in the greater than symbol. So remember, when we look in that window, greater than, we're going to look for the triangle on the top. So the triangle on the top is our greater than. So I'm going to push enter. I'm going to go down where it says line, and I'm going to change that so that I have, there's a triangle on the bottom, which is less than, a triangle on the top, which is greater than. You can see I have the triangle on the top, which is greater than, and then I'm going to graph it, and it graphed right in the center. So that's how you answer those kinds of questions.